Let's demonstrate the AI actions for the software development use case. We have some TypeScript code here and there's an error. When we hover over it, we can select and copy it. Let's also select a piece of code that needs to be refactored. You just click this Fix Error button. We are making a request to a large language model. We put what we have in the clipboard and the selected code into the prompt, and boom, the AI took care of it, and the error is now gone. We have a sorting algorithm here. It doesn't seem very efficient. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just select it, click this button, and the AI would make it more efficient? You didn't see this one coming, did you? It was so simple. Of course, it's a toy example. It's not always easy to document code you've written. It takes time. Wouldn't it be nice if AI could do that? I'll just select it and click this button, and let's see what happens. So here's the same code, and it's well documented. We can actually review the changes here. As you can see, the code itself has not changed. The only change is the documentation, aside from the previous fixes for the type error and the sorting. It's not always the case that you refactor existing code. You also want to write completely new code. You can just click on this button, and instead of typing into a chat interface, it would be nice to just talk about what you want to achieve. For example, you can just say, generate a TypeScript function called calculateAverage that takes an array of item objects and returns the average of their value properties. It should return 0 if the array is empty. Click again to end the dictation. It's already transcribed. Now we are asking the AI. As you can see, this is the icon for AI in progress. And boom, the code is ready. Out of thin air, just based on our instructions, it wrote the code. I didn't need to type anything. I didn't need to open a chat interface, etc., etc. Now, how do all these commands work? And how can you customize and create your own commands? If you click here, we will see these buttons. And as you can see, these buttons show up only when I'm in a software development context, such as this text editor, which was VS Code. Then they disappear because right now I'm not in the mood of software development. That's how we define it here. If the active application is any of these, for example, Xcode, Visual Studio Code, etc., we will show these 4 commands. The first one is fix error. We select a large language model. Your task is to fix a piece of code, etc. The key here is that I put this placeholder to insert the text from the clipboard and the selected text into the user prompt automatically. That's why the AI was able to actually figure out what to fix. If you forget which placeholder to use, you can always click on this Info button to see what each one corresponds to. The efficient code is simple. This time we have different prompts tuned just for efficiency. Again, the approach is the same with selected text placeholder. For documentation, again, we use the selected text placeholder, and the system prompt is you're a software developer, your task is to document the code, etc. This one is different. Here we have a different action. It's called custom dictation. And after the dictation ends, we automatically send the transcript. So this time the placeholder is transcript. You can still use other placeholders as well, like selected text, to make it more sophisticated. So here we said you're a software developer, you will be given instructions, pay attention to the programming language, etc. That's why I said TypeScript specifically, but if you always code in TypeScript and you don't want to say it every time in dictation, you can of course write that into the system prompt, or you can have different commands for different programming languages. And what's even nicer about all this is that you don't have to actually click anything. We already gotten rid of the chat interface, and we can even get rid of this button interface. For example, let's document the code that AI just wrote. We don't need this interface anymore. I'll just select everything, and of course, I need to remember the voice command here, document this code. Now, I will enable the voice command mode from here, and it will always be listening. Document this code. Now you see that it's working on it now, and boom, it's already finished. So I'm very excited to see what you can come up with. The possibilities are endless. I've shown examples of single action commands, but you can chain all these actions together to do amazing things.